up from the top, hit restart. So far it's been so hard to live, but lately something in me changed. Let it go, let it be. Don't fight your way back in. Let me go, let me be. It's time that we begin. Welcome to a new life. Dripping in gold, that's nice. Welcome to a new life. Everything feels so right. Till I opened up my eyes, I thought I was defeated, but all I ever needed was just a little space and time to open up the ceiling, a different kind of healing. I feel alive. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I feel alive. Can you feel it? I can feel it. Yeah. Already hanging by a thread with my world turned upside down. Gravity shook my bed and I tumbled out. Heavy weight landed on my face, still unfazed, 'cause I have my day. Welcome to a new life. Jumping in gold, that's nice. Welcome to a new life. Everything feels so right until I opened up my eyes. Thought I was defeated, but all I ever needed was a little space and time to open up the ceiling, a different kind of healing. I feel alive. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I feel alive. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I feel alive. Can you feel it? I can feel it. I feel alive. Feel it. I can feel it. If you could unlive me, untouch me, yeah, unbreak my, if you could unlove me, untouch me, go back to the start. Never believed you could hurt me, so naive. Lingering on, repeating the past. I never asked for this, I can't resist. I wonder why I ever miss. Tell me, is it too late, too late? I promise I would never hesitate to take it all away. When you hit low, everybody knows. Guess it goes to show you can't replace the thing you broke.